Hi dear students, today I am going to talk about Montessori method. Yes, Montessori was a great pioneer in the field of education. She has given a system of education for a young children that seeks to develop a natural interest and activity rather than using a formal teaching methods. So her methods followed by all over the world. Okay, so before we move to the Montessori methods, what are the steps and I know what kind of factors we need to keep in our mind. Before that, let us understand about Dr. Maria Montessori. She born in Italy in 1870 and she was the first woman doctor in Italy, and she was the first doctor. She received her first degree of doctorate in 1896. Then she left her medicine and interested in teaching. In 1906 she left her medicine and started teaching, and then she opened a children's house which is called Casa di Bambini, which is in Italian language, and then nominated for a Nobel Prize consecutive 3 years from 1949 to 1951, and she died in 1952. So this is a short history about Dr. Maria Montessori. Now let's move further and understand her method, a Maria Montessori method. Basically, in this you can see a four, what is say steps which is explained by Maria Montessori. First one is your children teach themselves, prepared environment, follow the child, developmental plan. We will see one by one later, but before this let us see in developmental plan she has explained another four stages, that is from 0 to 6 year, which is called sensorial exploration, 6 to 12 year your conceptual exploration, 12 to 18 years is humanistic exploration, and 18 to 24 is your specialized exploration. We are going to see one by one this. Okay, and let us start with the children teach themselves. So here you need to remember, you need to give a you know chance, opportunity to work in a natural situation. Let the child experiment themselves, they will learn themselves, they will teach themselves, they will analyze the situation. What kind of situation is this? They will try to understand the concept very easily when the children learn themselves. Allow the children to make a decision with the wisdom, as based on the wisdom, as I said. Allow them to experiment, allow them to do their with some limitation, not always you allow that. Then try to explore the surrounding in their own understanding. Yes, as I said, give experimentation, allow them to explore their surrounding, their environment. You will see a better learning in the child. Children does a various experiment even though they are not aware of the rules. Yes, so what happened is here, for example, if there is a plant, some small boy, he will be plugging all the leaves, the flower, but he don't know what's going to happen to the plant. But after a few hours or after a few days, when he see there is no leaf on the plant or in the plant, so what he will try to understand, if I plug the, it will get dry, or it will doesn't look good. So that kind of experiment they may do when they experiment themselves. The concept learned remain for a longer period. Whatever the children learn at that stage, 100% it will retain for a long term. They will never forget it because they will experiment themselves, they will do the activity themselves. Okay, so that is your children teach themselves. Now let us move to the prepared environment. Yes, if you prepare the environment, see the picture, you can see some sort of environment where you have a plant, where you have the cushion, where you have almost all the material required for the child. So here, and take the child to learn, you need to plan such environment, learning environment, so that the children can learn, explore themselves by taking the all the resources which is available. Children work Montessori prepared environment. Yes, so Montessori environment, if you prepare children, work better because there are a lot of activity, there are a lot of sensorial exploration during that year. That's why they learn better. Okay, so they experience a blend of freedom where, once you leave the child in a Montessori classroom, they will try to explore everything whatever it comes to, in their front line. So, and even they learn a discipline, self discipline, which is specially designed. If you want to make the child to learn a self discipline, you need to design the structure in such a way that they learn it. Okay, that means you need to prepare the situation, you need to prepare the condition, environment, so that the child can adapt, that it is made for him or her. Allow the freedom within the limit. As I said earlier, you need to allow the freedom but in some limits. Okay, because if not, the child may go reverse. Then follow the child, which is very, very important. Okay, here sit aside the child and observe the child, how they are performing, how does the child interact with the environment, how they interact with their friends, what are the activity engage the child, what is the interest of the child, what can child do independently. So all these things you need to observe very keenly, and then you can plan the implementation, and then you can plan your intervention plan for further review. Okay, so what changes could be made in the environment to foster the independence, to provide more challenges? See, when you observe your child, you come to a conclusion that my child has achieved this particular objective or target, and now I need to move further, I need to give some challenging objectives so that he can improve. So see how you can select all this when you observe, when you evaluate, when you track the progress. This is all how you do. So what you have to do, you have to follow the child. Okay, fourth one is your developmental plan. As I said, they have given she has given a 4 stages. So first one is your birth to 6 year, which is called your sensorial exploration. In this, what happened? There is a two-way, what do you say, absorbent mind, which is called subconsciousness, and absorbent mind, which is called consciousness. See, 0 to 3 years, a child will be, subconsciousness. Whatever it comes, they were not aware. They will try to understand the things with the reflection, by the touch, by the seeing, by the feeling, that kind of thing. Whereas 3 to 6 years, the child is little consciousness. Now, if I touch this, I will get some burn to my hand, or if I do this, I will get this. So what happened, the child is little conscious at 3 to 6 year, rather 0 to 3 years. Okay, that means the child explore based on the sense organs, and exploring the environment through sense organ, as I said. And during this stage, what happened, physical and biological independence will get developed. Okay, so this is the first stage criteria. Whereas in second stage, that is 6 to 12 years, it is called conceptual exploration. In conceptual exploration, what happens, the mind, yes, reasoning mind gets developed. In this, the child will explore the idea and information about the environment, and during this stage, they will ask what, why questions more, and the intellectual independency, you can see more, because the child, once he's getting mature, the intellectual capacity will try to improve it drastically. Okay, so that is what it means, conceptual exploration. Based on the concept, the child will be trying to understand. That is what about a conceptual exploration. Now let us move further and understand the third stage, which is called your humanistic exploration. This humanistic exploration take place between 12 to 18 years, where child is getting a transition to the adult. So during this period, what happened, humanistic mind, you can see a lot of humanistic mind develop based on humanistic nature. They will try to transit from the family life to the life in the society. From home they will try to come out in the community, they will try to go independent, talk independent, try to do lot of community work independently. And during this stage you can see a great physical and psychological exchanges. Yes, when the child grows up, when child become adult, you can see independency in the physical as well as in the psychological changes as well. Whereas in the in the fourth stage, which is called your specialized exploration, in this it is called specialized exploration or specialized mind, because the children will, I mean, these are not children, it's an adult now. So what they will do is they will try to work with the specific target, with the specific goal, okay, with the specialized manner, with the interest of their particular object or area. So during this stage, what happened, the self knowledge and self realization you can see at the peak, because they will understand based on their experiment. And moral and spiritual independence, you can see, that is independency level is very high, moral and spiritual. So Maria Montessori method has explained this developmental plan, four developmental plan, how you can select the child and you can target to plan the intervention and implement it so that the child can learn. See, children with intellectual disability works better because you know you observe the child, you follow the child, you create the environment based on the developmental plan. So I think Maria Montessori method has a great impact in developing the skills, lot of skills in children with intellectual disability. I hope you have understood. If you have any doubt, just let me know. Till then, bye.